time they throw a shot, they get countered. Catch and shoot. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Leonard in that last round. I promise you, all three judges here are going to give that. Here we go. It's round two. That last round was huge for him, Johnny. How does he keep the momentum going?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
A perfect counter lands. A perfect counter shot. There's a counter shot. And he scores with the counter. No rest for the weary. Beautiful counter punch. A typical outside fighter, as you know, focuses on defense, stick and move, stick and move.
It's a flat-footed fight. If you've got a dancer out there in front, you've got to cut them off. Cut the ring off. Make the ring small. Put them on the back foot. Put them under pressure.
Halfway through the round, and I don't know who's got the advantage. Great stuff.
Skill for skill. Tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Good counter punch. A straight right just misses. Beautiful counter shot. You'd like to see someone use a jab here to establish a boxing presence, but no, they just want to fight. Neither one of them want this to go to the judges' scorecards. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Sugar Ray in that last round. Pretty dominant round there. Let's see how they respond here in the next round.
Dominant.
There's the bell to start round three. Last round, complete domination. Let's see what we have in store for us here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. You don't want to go tit for tat in there in this fight. They exchange punches. Straight right just misses. Look at the hand speed and footwork between these two elite level middleweights. This has been a very competitive round as we reach the midway point.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Skill being displayed here between these two middleweights. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. Punch, counter punch. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Sugar Ray Leonard in that last round. Well, there was no doubt about who won that round. Here we go to the fourth round. That round was complete domination. Let's see if we can shake things up here in this round.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Nice counter shot. Stamina is so important for these two fighters because it allows them to use their skills throughout the match. It can all come down to who's in better shape.
Midway through the fight, if you are tired, this can be the loneliest place in the world. If you cheated, now we're going to find out.
Incredible work rate. He threw a punch and just got countered. Nice counter punch right up the middle. That counter punch caught him clean. Those counter punches have to hurt. Well done with that counter shot. Counter punching. That jab doesn't score. In the early rounds of a fight, you'll see two boxers feel each other out, test each other's power, and I think this boxer has decided I can walk through anything that lands.
What a gift. What a gift it is to have a chin where you know you can walk through anything and everything. When you let those shots go, and it's just bouncing up and they're walking you down.
This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Leonard in that last round. They've got the momentum, they've got the advantage. How do they carry that into the next round?
Dominance with...
Back into the fray here in round 5. Coming off that fantastic last round, let's see if he can keep his momentum going.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
The stamina is off the charts. To be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. He blocks the hook. Nice counter shot. You can tell one of these fighters is starting to fade. What does he need to do to get back in this contest?
Look back in the history books. Some of the best fighters in the world were the middleweights. Yes, the glamour division is the heavyweights, we know. But I'm telling you now, you look right there. These guys are on it. Fast, sharp, powerful. But it hurts, and you can imagine that being used. They're the size of an average man.
His jab just got blocked. Counter punch. Tried to score with the uppercut. Just misses with that uppercut. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Talk about Sugar Ray in that last round. Talk about a one-sided 3 minutes. We just saw it.
You can't leave.
This is the beginning of round 6. Coming off that great round, let's see if they can build on momentum here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Punch and just got countered. This fighter has determined that they can walk through any punches that their opponent throws, and that's a very confident spot to be in.
Because you've got a good chin doesn't mean you've got leather skin. It means you can still get caught. So you've got to go for those pointed areas over the eyebrow, the cheekbone. You've just got to try and cut them, skin them, go for speed.
He needs to be careful not to punch himself out. Good counter punch. Those who thought this would be a mismatch, you are sorely wrong.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
It's all offense all the time. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. Perfect counter shot. It's knockout or bust for both of these fighters. How about that time count? This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Talk about Sugar Ray Leonard in that last round. As bad as boxing judging can be sometimes, there's no doubt who won that round.
As long as they don't get complacent, you think this is too...
Nice round, good round.
There's the bell to start round 7. After a really strong round, let's see if they can finish the job.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Counter shot. We both know who the bigger power puncher is. There's a significant power difference. How would you handle that?
It's the one who draws first blood, Todd. That's what you've got to look at. If you're there and you know you're in there with a banger, you've got to be on it, but you've got to be confident.
Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. Oh, misses. Counter shot. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. Cannot throw out a lazy jab in this fight. You'll get knocked out. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. Swing and a miss with that hook. You can't throw out a lazy jab in this fight. You're going to get knocked out. A perfect counter. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. About Roy Jones in that last round. Now you start wondering how much work these two fight. And we enter the 8th round. That 1-minute break surely wasn't enough for him to completely recover.
An amazing pace and tempo set in the last round. Can you keep this up? Me personally, I don't think that's possible. And if they can, their training, their conditioning would have been ridiculous, like they're in the army. But these guys, if they can keep up this pace, we are in for a great night.
What do you think of what we've seen so far from these two boxers, Johnny?
Todd, you know what? Sometimes when I've done in the ring with fights like that, and you punch them, you just want to run. You want that spaceship to come and lift you out there because you think, what the heck?
Hold on a second, Johnny. Did you see that? And that is that. It is a knockout. What a win. Let's watch that again and replay from a different angle.
Where did that come from? What?
Are you okay?